another film that never got a sequel, even though it was in development hell for years and years. Esmeralda, I know this one's near and dear to you.
One of my favorite films of all time.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I love it. It's a movie that put all my favorite characters together from Turner Entertainment, Disney, Warner Brothers, and just had a guy who I honestly did not know was English until I saw an interview with him afterwards. I thought that was his accent the entire time.
Also, not really for kids.
Really. Which is what makes it even great.
Dark.
It's like a dark humor, adult like innuendo all throughout it, but with this like facade of like children approachability.
Anybody want to guess how much this made? Granted, it's 1988, so dial your expectations back accordingly.
A lot of money.
$329 million in 1988.
That's a lot of $88.
Which is,
Yeah.
that's like $500 million plus at this point, adjusted for
crazy.
inflation. June 22nd, 1988 was the release date of that. Now, does anyone remember the, some years later, the Laserdisc controversy that sprang up around this movie?
Where you can see Jessica Rabbit naked.
Naked.
I just found out about this like right before we shot this, and
And you pulled up an eBay page and tried to find a laser disc.
And a player, Laserdisc
feeling
player.
like pretty like sort of like I've wasted some of my life.
I
'Cause
love that
let's be
line.
real here. Like Jessica Rabbit is like an incredibly sexy cartoon character.
And her famous line, "I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way." She's like intentionally like paying homage to that like
Yep.
we know what
Isn't
you
it
are.
weird that that got me as a kid? Like, I had such a crush on Jessica Rabbit as a kid.
We all
No, they
felt
were
weird
drawn
about
this
it.
way.
It was like it was that
Perverted
movie
little
exactly
kids.
nailed that just like that. I'm 6, so I don't know what this is yet, but eventually I will.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
My bathing suit area tingles a little, and I don't know why.
I definitely remember wanting to be Jessica Rabbit. The funny thing too, the person who played Roger Rabbit actually dressed up as his character on set sometimes to kind of help like them
That's awesome.
like with the acting.
Terrifying.
It is,
Well-
especially like to see like this one character, Bob Hoskins' character, and just like
Rest in peace, Bob.
yes,
Yeah.
to know that he's acting and reacting to nothing. Like there's just he's just talking to himself, and like people are just throwing boxes at him and stuff is amazing.
Speaking of terrifying, let's see, so I was 8, and I think I saw that movie probably in the theater. I remember being super disturbed at the scene near the end where Christopher Lloyd's Judge character melts and reveals his true tune
Scariest one,
form. Like
yeah.
he starts wigging out and his eyes popping out of his head, and I just remember being kind of haunted by that.
Oh yeah.
That was scarier than like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think. Like as far as like people melting on camera
Right.
goes, that wigged me out.
Yeah, I was just like, oh.
Fun fact: Doom was supposed to originally be the guy who killed Bambi's mother. But Disney was like, that's going a little too far. We're already letting you borrow our characters. We're not going to get there.
Interesting.
Bambi canon changed forever. Hunter revealed.
Again, long-time sequel rumblings for this too, going all the way back to right away, like 1990, all through the 90s, and ever since, it's been in development hell in some form.
Instead, we just got Cool World.
Oh yeah.
And the worst themed area inside Disneyland, Toontown.
Which is being actually replaced by Star Wars. So
Is it?
Toontown will eventually be taken down, which I'm really sad about because even though it's horrible, it is a horrible place.
It's not a good-
It's for the kids, the little kids, so
Yeah,
that way they're
but
away from the Star Wars ride.
The thing about the magic about Disneyland, though, is that it's great for everyone of all ages. And Toontown, to me, I remember even as a kid going to Disneyland going, oh, this
That's
Toontown's
lame.
lame.
Yeah, the ride is really awful.
It's bad. The spin in the taxi cab
Mm-hmm.
thing. I remember the TV commercial made it look like you could spin 1,000,000 miles an hour and then you get in it and it's just like,
Stuck.
they're just doing this. Like, okay.